Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Karen's Stamp Pad. My name is Karen Scott, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Edmonton, Alberta. So welcome. Today I'm going to be playing with the gorgeously made suite that is in our annual catalog. And at first I wasn't sure about what I was doing, and the more I played with it, the more I actually enjoyed it. So I've come up with a couple of cards for today's live. I've got a couple for Thursday's live and a few extras. And so you can see up in the corner, I've got the stamp set and dies out and ready to show you. There is just a quick note that Stampin' Up! for Canadian demonstrators or anybody placing an order, the expedited shipping is back. So that makes me happy because I usually get everything expedited. And I'm still waiting on my my order from back in June, and it's supposed to show up today. So it hasn't yet, but anyway, so I'm not crazy about waiting. I like everything yesterday. So hello, Denise. Happy Tuesday. Hello, Margaret Ann. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. So there's that. On the 6th of July, we are getting a new bundle in the online exclusives, and it is a little truck bundle, and it's going to go, I can't remember the name of it, sorry. And it's going to go quite quickly. So if you want to get your hands on that, take a sneak peek online and put your order in. So on the 6th, they're also, as I mentioned last time, they're going to do a, what was it? The bonus days. And so for every $60, you get a $6 bonus to spend in August. And what else is there? Oh, check out the clearance rack. It's going to be refreshed, and there's going to be some good deals on there. And what else? There's one more thing. Oh, kit, there's a new kit coming, and also the paper pumpkin refills are going to be 50% off. So if you want any of the refills, check that out. And that all starts on the 6th. So mark that on your calendars. Anyway, I'm going to zip it and I'm going to turn my camera down and show you the stamp set and dies. And yeah, you'll be awake till 2 a.m., will you, Denise? Yeah. Well, that's cool. So I don't know that I'm going to be staying up that late, but anyway, I will turn my camera down and show you this. So just give me half a second here, and there we go. So this is the stamp set. So I did one card. I'm not showing you today that uses the stamps out of this. The ones that I have today are using the Designer Series paper as well as the dies. So the dies, there's only 5 of them. So, but this one here looks like when you get like a scribbler, a notebook, and you tear the pages out, it looks like it has that look to it. This one is just a jagged edge, and it cuts so we'll be using that today. A couple of plants and or flowers. They're not flowers, but plants, and a sentiment die cut. So anyway, let me show you what I've got planned. You love the DSP for this set. You know what? I started making the cards. I made 2 cards. and I thought, wow, I've got the bundle. I don't remember buying the paper. And no, I bought the suite. And so I found the paper and then I started playing with that. So anyway, so these are the 2 cards that I'm gonna make today. So this one is just basically tone on tone, and I used the designer series paper. This is one of the cards that I made before I found the designer series paper for this suite. So this is using the Hello Irresistible designer series paper and Flirty Flamingo. So this was with the die cut. So I was just kind of doing tone on tone and brought in the pink, petal pink. And this one is using the designer series paper and the die cuts, and I love the color combinations that they have in there. Yeah, the designer series paper is kind of cool. So anyway, sorry, I just had a ding. My groomer reminding me about Gracie's appointment tomorrow morning. Sometimes I have a habit of forgetting. Okay, so I'm gonna start with just this one, and I'm gonna do exactly the same just because I liked this paper. And so very simple to put together. I've gone ahead and cut everything already. So your basic card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I've got a piece of white for the inside, so I'll put that aside. And then this is Lost Lagoon, sorry. And this designer series paper has the Lost Lagoon in it. It has Berry Burst, and it has Fresh Freesia and Lemon Lime Twist, and it has so many colors. But I pulled out the Berry Burst out of here, and I cut that at 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm just going to place that down. I didn't do anything fancy. So what I am doing is for this month's card kits, anybody who places a $35 order in my online store using the host code that you see, and I can mail anywhere in Canada, I will send you kits to make 4 of these cards using this suite. And so all the die cuts, all the designer series paper, everything you need. All you will need is your adhesive and a sentiment stamp, and you're good to go. So look at that. Isn't that cute? Just the layering. It just pulls the Berry Burst out. And so then I used the die, this die, and I cut 2 pieces. This one I did Pretty Peacock. So I decided I'd change this up a little bit and put the Berry Burst in, and I've cut a piece out of vellum as well. So I'm going to bring in my twine, and I'm going to make a bow and just wrap the stem. You were looking at your phone. Oh, yeah, you could hear that. No, that was for me. Sorry, Margaret Ann. Okay, I always have a problem doing this, so I'm going to do my little, here we go. Fiddly little things. Well, clearly I didn't do that. Right, I didn't pull it through. Okay, here we go. There's my little knot. All right, so just Make yourself a little bow. My fingers don't want to work now. I mean, I didn't have problems doing this all day. And now that I'm live, doesn't want to work. Okay. So that worked. I'm going to trim that. I'm going to put some glue on the back. Just a few small little dabs here and there. And I'm going to put a glue dot right down where my trim is. So yeah. There we go. I'm going to let go of me. And I'm going to put that going this way. Okay. So now all we need is our sentiment. See how... So I'm going to bring in, because it has Blackberry Bliss in it, and it's a darker color, I'm going to pull in my Blackberry Bliss for my sentiment, and I'm just going to make this a... let's make it you're a great friend. A little crooked, but that's okay. And I'm going to put that down here, and then that, and pop it up with my dimensionals, and then that's it. So easy peasy. And yet it's like this, it's almost a shame trying to like covering up this paper because it is so beautiful. I didn't think I'd like it. And then I got pulling out pieces and I thought, oh, I like that. And I like that. I'm going to put this. Do I want to center it? No, I'm going to put it over this way. Can't tell if it's crooked or not. Here we go. Okay. So there we go. I have a few friends that are back on Vancouver Island that I could send these to. Let them know I'm thinking about them. So that's... Let's pull in some gems. Now, I was looking at these yesterday. Will that work? These are the new tinsel gems. There's 2 packages, different colors. And these ones look like they'll go. If not, color your, pardon me, color your I can't think of the name of it. My rhinestones, that's it. My favorite, my rhinestones. These are cool. Okay. And I think I need a little more putty because nothing's coming out. There we go. Make it an even 3. If I can. Nothing's working. There we go. So there's our first card. It is fun, isn't it, Kathy? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now let's just finish it up and put in the The options are endless with this stuff. So I just cut what I trimmed off of here. I saved that, and I'm just going to embellish the inside with that. And a little off, but I'll fix that in a minute. So there we have it. And there's our first card. And it is absolutely, stunning. I mean, the colors just pop. So, all right. There is our first one. A little bit different. Okay, now for this. So after I did this and I found the paper, it was deciding what color to pull out of the paper to make the card out of. So I am going to use, and all you need is a little bit, just a little piece, so it can be the end piece. And this is 1.5 inches. And yeah, so I'm going to use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. I've got this. It's cut at 4 1/4, so 5.5 by, or 4.5 by 8, or by 11, scored it. Cut it at 4 1/4 and scored at 5.5. Oh my gosh, brain's not working. So there in your order. Oh, good. I want to be your demonstrator, Denise. I want to be your demonstrator. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how what I've done is I've told you the measurements there. I can't do it again. This one is 5 1/4 by 4. And I've embossed it with the exposed brick. And I'm going to put this on here, but what I need to do is I'm going to use this die and I'm going to cut a piece off. So rather than trying to, cut this, I'm going to show you a little trick and then cut this and get it to match. It's a little tough. So let's just move my stuff out of the way here. I'm going to bring in my die cut machine. This is the only thing I'm going to show you today on here. So you can secure this with a little bit so it doesn't move. A little bit of adhesive. And then you want to center this. So let me just stand it a bit so I get this right. Okay, I'm going to put that on there. And then I want to cut a piece off. So put your die on. Put your plate. I'm going to pull it back a little bit. Okay, and then just run it through. So we've got our jagged edge. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. I'm going to take this piece off. That's why I didn't mount it. And just put a little bit of adhesive on. And then I'm going to take my straight edge and I'm going to cut 1/4 inch off. And now when I put my card on, I've got 1/4 inch all the way around. So now I can put more adhesive on. And there you have it. So now we've got a double jagged edge there. So let's put our piece of basic white on the inside. Now on this card, thanks for sharing, Margaret Ann. On this card, I took this piece, and it's I mean, you could just have it, and I'm just going to do it just straight. So then you see the color on the outside, and we're going to pull some of these colors out to decorate. You could use this and kind of line it up, I guess, if you wanted to cut it and have it like that. But this time I'm just going to go with just a straight edge. So like I said, this is 1.5 inches by 4 inches. And this is kind of, you'll notice that it's directional, the paper, so be careful which direction you're putting it in. All right, and then I went ahead and I did die cut. Oh, I'm using the Berry Burst again. So this time I pulled in this die, and what I did was I took a piece of basic white and I did the Berry Burst and my blending brush before I cut it. And so it almost looks like bubble bath, but it's just a lighter. I didn't want too much of the Berry Burst on there. So I'm going to glue these down. Remember, not too much glue or it's going to seep out the sides. And I think I like this blue one better. This is the Azure Afternoon. So I think this is going to be my entry into the challenge for the Crafting Crew stamp night coming up. And because we could do a card using returning colors, and these are returning colors. So now this needs a chance to dry. And I've cut the sentiment stamps already. And I've cut 2 of them. So one of them in the blended, and I'm just going to offset that after I stamp. And I think I'll do this one. I'll just do thank you. And it can be in the Berry Burst. Still got the sniffles. Seems to be going around in my family. Everybody. Started with Avery. My husband was complaining the other night. He had the sniffles. I was kicking him in bed, telling him to roll over because he was snoring. He says, "That's because I'm stuffed up." All right, and I'm going to put that there. I'm going to use my dimensionals again. And now we need to find some more gems to put on there to decorate this one. All right, let's see. What do I have? I don't know. Those ones. I've got a drawer full of gems. Most of them are retired, but I think this time I'm going to use my rhinestones and color them with my Berry Burst blend. Now I've got lots of putty. Too much. All right. And there we have, you know, the camera just doesn't do it justice. You have to see the colors in person. So there's our second card, and that's using the die that comes in the die set. So those are my cards for today. Yeah. Pardon me. The blue is actually quite stunning in person. My dogs are howling. They're upstairs howling. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jeep. All right, so there's my cards for today, the two, and hopefully I've given you a little bit of inspiration when you get this suite or the paper, because you just actually you know, you could just put the paper on and do them. Beautiful cards. So anyway, that's it for me today. I gotta switch this around, or when I come back on Thursday, then it will be all switched around on me. So yeah, I will be here on Thursday. Next week is iffy. I'm not going to be here on Tuesday. I will be in Calgary at the Stampede. So no, they're not telling me it's supper time. It's not supper time, although I forgot to take their food out. It's a thought. So they're going to have a late dinner. They don't complain. And they had a treat when they went in their kennels. So they're good. Thank you, Kathy. I'm glad you like them. So yeah, so have some fun with the designer series paper, and I will show you a let's see which cards. I made a bunch of cards. And I don't know which ones I'm going to. I know which ones I'm going to. I'll show you a couple. Let's see. This one. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. It's all crooked. I'll switch my camera around. I'll show you. So anyway, yeah, I so don't hide those ones. So there's this one, and I pulled in the vase from the So Refreshing suite. And I can't show you the ones I'm doing on Thursday, so I haven't decided which ones I'm doing on Thursday. That one is not. That's going to be in the card kits, the Kit Club, July's Kit Club. And yeah, so yeah. Anyway, I used the designer series paper and the die cuts and this jagged edge one, and just cut my I was going to say rich raspberry, my blackberry bliss paper, and pulled in the fresh freesia. So, and the This is, it's not Berry Burst. What is it? Can't think of it. Anyway, that's it. I think I've talked your ear off enough. I'll let you guys go. I will let you go and tend to your dinner. I will go and what time is it? 4:30. That was quick. So, and I will go and pull out some food for my dogs so they can eat tonight. So, oh, you snuck away from the parade. Oh, so nice weather still down there in Maryland, and yeah, it was a crappy weekend here for us. It was nice when was it? On Saturday. What did we do? Saturday we went down. I decided to make my husband happy and go hang out with him and the kids, and we took the dogs and went down to the airport, and the dogs got to run around, and we went quadding. So, and we had a barbecue. It was really nice, and they have so the hangar is in Ponoka, and they had the Ponoka Stampede going on, but and the carnival and all that kind of stuff. But we were heading out, and no sooner had we done that, it started to rain, and apparently it hailed there, like big hail, and lots of damage to some of the airplanes that were parked outside and didn't have hangars to go in. And yeah, so anyway, we left we left in time. So those poor people at the Stampede. Oh yes, ready for the fireworks. Oh, well, enjoy. I didn't see any. I didn't stay up late enough on Canada Day to see if our neighborhood put off any fireworks. And if they did, it didn't wake me up. So anyway, enjoy the fireworks, Denise. Thanks for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your day. Everybody, thank you. I appreciate you showing up, and I will let you go. Okay, so we'll see you on Thursday at 4:00. Okay, bye for now.